let me ask you a question. Do you use messaging apps? And do you get paid to use them? Wait, what? You know the big tech companies are not struggling for cash, right? Yep, that's you being sold. PunkPanda does things differently. We don't spy on you. We don't even store your name. We use military encryption to keep you safe and pay you for using our services. So that huge wealth generation by the tech companies, that's now yours. So why are we paying you for using and sharing our Panda app? Because that's how it should have been from the beginning. We use smart contracts to reward you with PunkPanda tokens. And if you share with your friends, well, you'll get even more. As our community grows, the more each token will be worth. Your tokens are your stake in the joint success of our app. None of our founders want to build space rockets or other dumb billionaire stuff. This is your community. You make it, you own it. We just make sure it works for you. PandaApp for your daily communications. PandaPost for secure file sharing. PandaMeet for secure video conferencing. PandaVault for your secure file storage. PandaPlay, try our NFT-linked online gaming for even more tokens. Or just go full Lambo with PandaProfit, giving you access to our crypto staking and DeFi lending pools. All of these new services are there to grow the network and your stake in it. PunkPanda, always encrypted, always yours. Your data is valuable. Don't let the tech giants just take that from you. Be rewarded for your time and for building our community with us. So, are we going to listen to your conversations? No. Are we going to exploit your data? No. Will you actually get rewarded? Hell yeah. Let's all go to the moon together, just not on a dumb rocket. Download the PunkPanda app today from your app store. Use it, share it, own it.
Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome, folks. My name is Frank Servedio. I live in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. I am so fired up. I'm so excited to be here. Man, I'm telling you, this is just a special time for us, folks. PunkPanda, use it, share it, own it. You know, I just want everybody to know that this is just an awesome opportunity. Some of you might be on here as guests for the first time, but we're in a transition period right now, going from our beta to a 2.0. And it's just so exciting. The encrypted communication, crypto fantasy sports, you're going to hear a lot about that today, but I'm so excited. I have a special guest, T.W. Dawson, which is with he's the CCO, Chief Communication Officer with PunkPanda. I can't believe it. Our corporate office, Albert, Marcus, TW, they're available. And why? Because they have a passion. They have a passion to work with the community, work with the people. So you know what? I'm just going to have, TW open the call, set the tone. I'm going to be your host and present, and we have other special guests that we're going to be chiming in throughout. So TW, thank you so much for being on here and making yourself available for this special call. TW, you have the floor.
Thank you, Frank. I wouldn't miss this for the world. Listen, guys, I am so excited about what we have all gotten ourselves into. Over the last 121 days, 20 plus days, I'll say, we've all joined forces and created something that will go down in history. We have over 600,000 downloads as we speak now, and with a beta version of a communication app. I can only imagine what's going to happen in the next week. Within the next week, when we actually unleash 2.0, we're in the process of doing that now. And I just want to say I thank the leaders like Frank and so many other leaders that will be on this call today as we continue to work throughout these processes of getting to the 2.0, going into the listing, because these are the most important things for a new community that has stability and good leadership. And I can't think of a better person to have the leadership to be under than a person like Frank, but at the same time, all of our leaders, because we all work together to build this community to what it is. So Frank, I just want to thank you for having me on to your call, and all the other leaders, and even the people that are actually on the call that I consider my family from all over the world. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you so much, TW. Really appreciate you being here. And, I just want to start out, and everybody needs to really understand that, this is a message app, But more important, this is a community right now that we're in. And I really appreciate that we have a family and a community that's starting and we're sticking together, which is so important as we go forward. So, PunkPanda value and vision. This is so important that everybody really understands the incorporation and the personal privacy blockchain technology and reward system that allows people powerful, risk-free opportunity to change their lives, folks. Think about it, and their lives of their loved ones of generation to come. And I really want everybody to really take that in, folks. It's the humanity, no risk. You're asking somebody to use a message app that already using message app, but this one here, ours is different, folks. The ability to participate and benefit with no risk of getting hurt. Have you ever seen anything like it? Reward the community to help the project grow. And that's so important. And community is so important in so many aspects of this whole program, folks. Simple participating, no skills or behavior, folks, none whatsoever. It doesn't matter. Anybody could do it. Doesn't matter what color, what race. We can all do this, folks. And it will bring millions of new people into crypto. And I really believe, and people know that I've been in crypto since 2013, 14, folks. And what happens is it's been a challenge throughout those years. And a lot of people want to get in, don't know how to get in. I said, what a better way to get in to crypto like PunkPanda. You could have a family. You could bounce things off. You won't be alone. You're not going to sit on an island. We could work together, keep things secure. There's so many things out there. And I want to just put it out there. There's so many different affiliate programs, all sorts of things around crypto. I tell everybody, just be careful. And what I like about this, and you're going to hear me say this throughout the program here, is a use case, utility, and an ecosystem. That's what we have with PunkPanda. I'm going to dig deep into that as I go through the program, but it's so important that we understand that. So people just need a smartphone to participate. And it doesn't matter what country you are or where you are in the world, people have smartphones. That's why it's made for everybody. And it's for humanity. It's a people's product. And I say that to everybody, and keep that in mind, a people's product, folks. That's one thing I want to leave with you, is that you understand we're to benefit humanity under underprivileged communities. This project, this PunkPanda vision, use it, share it, own it, will help communities, help humanity, folks. So billionaire entrepreneur Jack Dorsey said, it's the network and the community behind these projects that are a driving force for change and good. PunkPanda app, as TW said earlier, has exceeded over 600,000 users in just 120 days. Folks, where are we going to be when you double that? Where are we going to be in a year from now, 2 years from now? You have to be a visionary. You have to take chances. And what is a chance? There's no risk. It's absolutely free to get involved with PunkPanda. So let's go run through the program, folks. So imagine, a message app like WhatsApp or Telegram that pays you every day for using it and sharing it. And before I really get into this, Mark Grossman, who's on the call today, introduced this to me in 2021, December the 9th. I started rolling with it on the 10th. October 29th is when the company started the beta. I got in December. And I'll tell you right now, what I really got involved with and why I got involved was because of the security and the privacy, folks. All right, it was bonus that I got paid for it, but I was all about privacy, security, censorship. And when I heard about Zoom and WhatsApp and Dropbox and what they've done and everything else, just so you know, I promoted these companies. Guess what I got from them? Zero, absolutely zero. And these companies are billion-dollar brands. Think about it. Now imagine those daily rewards represented ownership of success of a company that you get. So WhatsApp sold to Facebook for $19 billion. Facebook, $19 billion, they paid for it. What? It's a free message app. It's because they monetize off your data, off your images, off your stories. Are you kidding me? I do not like that. I do not like, Facebook and WhatsApp all over my material and then selling it and selling the short, folks. Dropbox file share service, it's kind of depleting. It's going downhill, but still at one time was valued at $10 billion. Zoom conference, everybody knows because of the pandemic and everything else. Everybody knows about Zoom now. And I've been there at the very forefront, and I was teaching people how to use Zoom, how to put it on their desktop. $98 billion at one time. Of course, it's a stock and goes up and down. Did you ever get paid for sharing it? Absolutely not. So when I have a message app that pays me, and guess what? More important, it's security. A message app is security. How many times have you talked about something and you started seeing the ads pop up on your phone, on your computers? So who else has access to your message and conversation images. Is your data safe, or are you the product, folks? I really believe we all know that we have been the product. And let's just run through some of the other apps that are out there. Signal's owned by a couple of billionaires. I always ask myself, what are billionaires doing owning an app? There's got to be something to that agenda. We already spoke about WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger. Are you kidding? In Texas, they're trying to take Facebook down. They're trying to sue them for billions of dollars. And then you have Telegram. Okay, Telegram. Yeah, all right. Wow. A couple of Russian dudes. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, they're censoring our material. I don't want anything to do with those. And I made a statement. Once the 2.0, which we should be seeing early next week, I am so excited and it stabilizes. I will not be using any of the other message apps that I just explained to you. And I'm going to be the product of the product. And if you have that in mind, if you want security and privacy, and then to top it off, you get paid for it. Are you kidding me? That's what I want. That's exactly what I want. And that's what got me so fired up and excited about PunkPanda. Now, introducing the Panda app, the world's first message app that pays you to use it and share it. Now, I want you to remember that slogan. When you talk to your friends and family, that's what you got to say. I've got the world's best first secured message app that pays you to use it and share it. You know, Marcus came up with that slogan, use it, share it, you know, and own it. Are you kidding me? Keep that in mind. When you do, it's amazing how people start to pay attention. It's totally free, guys. Rewards you with, PunkPanda tokens 48 times a day, every 30 minutes, guys. Military-grade encryption protocol protects your personal privacy and data security. The more you use it and share it, and the more tokens you will earn. You know, it's just absolutely amazing. But before I go into the products, TW, I just want you to just kind of recap what I just said about community, humanity, and security and all that stuff. What would you say about that? You know, you're part of the communication. You are the communication guy. What would you say to our family and friends and community?
Well, the first thing I would say is that it's very important to look at that first slide. And what we talk about is what we put this together. We put it together so that it can transcend what most people have seen throughout the business industries. And what we want to do is we want to enable the people in the world to actually have something that they can use to actually pull themselves out of their situations. When we talk about, we believe that this model will do something that has not been done, which is to bring more people into cryptocurrency. See, cryptocurrency is decentralized finances, right? So what we understand is that most people in underdeveloped countries and third world countries don't even have bank accounts, don't even have a way to transfer money. And then if they do, they're using all kinds of means that are taking advantage of them, gouging them for the 30% of their transfers and stuff like that. And that was something that really got Albert really involved into cryptocurrency. And he saw that as a way to actually help people that will make $15, $20 a week and want to send their family 10, and then they're getting charged 5 just to do that. And so this is a way that we can bring people into an industry. So this is like no new skills are required. You're using an app that you've already been using, a similar app. You're communicating to people that you've already been communicating to, but then we add the cryptocurrency side to it. And that opens up a door for everyone to be able to participate in a global industry that we all believe, and all the experts, the pundits alike, they all believe that cryptocurrency will be, and it right now is poised to be the biggest industry that we've ever seen. We also know that the biggest companies that are present right now came out of the last boom, which was the .com boom. You got Facebook is one of the largest companies. You got Google is one of the largest companies. You got Amazon as the largest company. So those companies are the survivors of the .com boom. What companies will be the largest companies that we see today or see tomorrow because of what's going on today? And quite frankly, we could be a part of that. You could be a part of that. And that's what we want to do. We want to link regular people with the idea that they can actually do something on a global stage. And that's what the communication is about. We're communicating with each other globally to be able to participate in a global market and where everyone can share the benefit of it. Thank you, Frank.
Awesome. Well said. Well said, TW. Okay, let's just jump into the products for a moment. And folks, we have Panda Pro free paid encrypted communication services. Okay. Now, the message app is going to be a notch above a notch above your WhatsApp, if you will. Have you guys ever tried to send a file or forward something? You can only do it to 5 people. You can do that, 5 people, that's it. Hit forward, 5 people, and instead you reach your limit. Then you got to start all over again. Guess what? With PunkPanda, you could do your whole list. Isn't that amazing? Same thing with Facebook Messenger. If you've done it, you can only do it to 5 and you got to restart. What a pain. You only do 5 and then you just go to the next. All right, let's talk about Panda Post, which is going to be the secured file sharing. Secured file sharing, Panda Post, similar to Dropbox. Guess what? We're going to have a paid version and a subscription. Panda Meet, like Zoom, it's going to be ready to the last quarter of this year. Same thing. There's going to be a free version and a subscription. Panda Vault, like the cloud. Folks, there's videos out there that really go in and explain what these products are. But I just could tell you, folks, it's free. Why won't you download it? Why won't you share it? And we all are. And it's proven that people are going to do it. I really believe as of next week, once we get the 2.0, it's going to go viral. Everybody's just going to want to be part of this. Getting paid on a secured message app that's non-censored. Are you kidding me? It's just going to go crazy. Panda Play, Panda Profit. Okay, the Panda Play provides you a perfect play to earn opportunity for gamers using a chance to buy and sell, earn in-game tokens and NFT. The global online gaming industry in 2020 was valued at $130 billion, and the NFT market exceeded $2.5 billion in the first half of 2021. Panda Profit will allow people to tap into DeFi, decentralized financing boom, which grew 12,000%, $240 billion last year alone, folks. Where is it going to go? It's just going to continue to grow. And it's really, don't get all, worried about it. I don't understand it and all that stuff. But let me tell you, in the DeFi world, there's some great risk, great interest rates that you can get. They call it staking, etc. You're going to hear that as we grow here, folks. It's going to go into Pancake. And what's going to happen there, you're going to see interest that you should be getting instead of what banks are giving us now. It's just ridiculous. Now, the Panda Play, folks, and the NFT and the gaming is huge. I tell you right now, I don't know a college kid that has never heard an NFT or gaming right now. Think about it. Not only are we a message app, we have a Panda Play. It's amazing. We're in a space, we have DeFi. So when I went to the first corporate meeting early or late December, and I heard that we had this Panda Play, and we had the gaming, and we had NFT, and we had DeFi, that's when I really perked up. I took my team there, and I said, wow. I took 10 people. The next day said, Frank, why aren't we getting involved with the token? Why aren't we getting involved with the farming? I said, I didn't realize that they had all these things. And I said, absolutely, we're in. So guess what happened? We all jumped on board. I'm going to bring on Kenny Rogers. He's in Babu's team, and just, want him to tell, I want you to hear from a few of the different folks that just got involved that were never in crypto before. I'm not sure, Ken, your total involvement with crypto, what you've done, but I've heard some great things. So Kenneth, if you don't mind, come on and just say a few words to the people that are just thinking about getting involved with the farm or getting involved with the app. What's your thoughts and what's your experience been?
All right. Can you hear me loud and clear?
We got you. We got you, buddy.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity as well. Thank you for everyone that's on this call. And I'm not going to be here long. Thank you, Jay Babu. So I'm going to talk about the farm just a little bit and why I'm so excited about the farm. Not only the farm, I'm excited about the app as well. But what I love about it, see, let me break this down. My favorite restaurant is Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden for some reason. There's just something about Olive Garden that I love. And if anybody goes to a restaurant, you have to get an appetizer first, and then you have to get your full meal. All right. So the way I look at it, when it comes down to the app, I love the app and I appreciate the app. Lord knows I really do. That to me, that's the appetizer. I love it. God really blessed the owners to really just give free tokens to everyone just by downloading the app for free. I love it. And I thank you so much for that. But the farm is what I get excited about, because the farm is, I missed out on Bitcoin. And I told my wife, I said, I would never miss out on an opportunity like this again. The farm is you literally invest, some money, just invest something. And when you invest it, it will, to me, and I honestly believe this in my heart. I honestly believe this, that the number or the token will be up to at least about $1,000 before the end of this year. That's what I believe. That's what I'm saying. What's so powerful about that is you invest in the farm, invest in it. I mean, gas is going up, everything is going up. This is talking about a life changing. You just put money into the farm and just let it grow for you. Not only let it grow, but share the farm with everybody. So what my team did, we talk about every day concerning the farm, about getting our people in, and what we did was everybody that came in, we at least came in with 1,000 or more. Some people came in a little more, and we told everybody to come in with the farm. Come in, put some money in, and tell other people about it. And when that happened, what's so powerful about that is you literally, whenever you work like that, you would literally get money to your farm every day. I'm talking about, it's been blowing my mind. Every day I check the farm. Every day I'm saying, wow, it went up. It went up. Why? Because you're actually helping people out by telling them about an awesome opportunity that will change their life financially for the rest of their life. And I'm talking about, man, I mean, think about it. We spend on some crazy things. Sometimes we spend on some things that it don't make any sense at all. Spending this, spending that. But when you invest in your life, in your family life, when I joined, put money into the farm, I didn't think about me, but I thought about my sons. I thought about my wife, what it's gonna do for their life, and that's why I'm so excited about it. And my whole team is excited. Tracy, George, Marcel, my brother Jay, my wife. I mean, it's a number of people and people been joining the farm on our team, and it's just been awesome, you guys. In 3 weeks, we will have well over 60,000 of volume that's on our team. We will have that, and because it makes sense when we tell people about it, they just join. Why do they join? First thing, they join because of relationship. You need to connect with people that that trust you. And then when they join, then you will show them how it's benefiting you every day, over and over. So I encourage everybody to invest some money into the farm. I'm telling you, that is that steak dinner. The appetizer is and I love it, man. We get tokens every day for 30 every 30 minutes. That's powerful. But the farm is very powerful, man. I'm telling you, the farm is very powerful. And it's just $1.17 right now. So you guys, I encourage everybody to invest. If you ask me, now, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what you need to invest, but I just got to tell you what I do. All right. So I just encourage everybody to invest in the farm. It's powerful. It will change your life. And I'm telling you, I'm excited. Thank you for this opportunity. I love this, and I appreciate everyone that's on this call. And let's keep it moving. This is our time.
Super. Thank you so much, Kenneth. Really, you talk from the heart and you got the passion. TW, why don't you just put a recap of what he just said there to let people really get the feeling, here's somebody that's just really talking and telling to his community what to do. So go ahead, TW. What's your thoughts?
Well, I love the analogy of the appetizer and the steak dinner. Because at the end of the day, the app that's what it is. It's the thing that lures people in. But when people really get an understanding of what we actually provide, we're providing a financial opportunity that will outlast generations if it's done correctly. And for those that are in Frank's group and even in Kenneth's group that have understood that, they're taking a part of something that will create generational wealth. And that's the most important thing. We want to do something that's going to impact our family's family. We don't want to do things for TW, for Frank. We want to do things for our last name. We want to do things that's going to affect the people that we won't even know that comes from us. And that's what is so important about what we're doing here. So yes, Kenneth, you have amazing story, and I appreciate your support and just the fact that we have people that are actually going out there with passion and expressing to people this opportunity. It's one thing to come from corporate and say, you need to do this, you need to do that. When somebody puts their money where their mouth is and it's actually out there growing the business, growing the farm, sharing the app, because if you grow the farm, the app is going to be elementary after that. And that's a key. And I believe that's what Frank's testimony is. And I believe that'll be the same for Kenneth.
Thank you so much, TW. You're bang on. So you know what? We're going to jump through a few more slides, and we're going to hear from a few more folks from our community and our family that are going to talk about the farm. I want you to hear it from other folks, because I always do a lot of the talking, and I want you to hear from folks that are just getting involved or just got involved a month ago or 6 weeks ago, folks. So let's just run through it. What really got Frank really excited about the farm is the utility, the use case, and the ecosystem. I'm going to go through 2 slides here, and then we're going to hear from another person here in a moment from our community and family. PandaApp, folks. PandaApp is the world's first, I'm going to say it again, the world's first crypto fantasy sports app, offering players no geographic restrictions and more take-home profits. Just think about that. So let's break it down. When I started hearing this from corporate, I go, okay, where are we going to get the volume? How are we going to support the token? Where's it coming from? So some of you folks are not, you're not familiar with this, but I was retired at 40 years old. I've been in finance my whole life. I know the stock market. I know Forex, folks. I always look at the numbers. How? Because some people are not financially sound. They haven't been through things. I have. I said, okay, this is great. I don't want this to be a white paper where it's a pump and dump and somebody puts in their money and it's gone tomorrow. There's risk with everything we do today, folks. But if you don't take risks, you can't make it. There was a risk with Bitcoin when it was at $100. When I got involved, it was $100. If I didn't take that risk, I would have never, Bitcoin today is at 42,000. So there is risk. And I want to make sure everybody understands that. But you want to eliminate the risk or do an analogy and figure out an assessment of what's going on here. So that's what I did. When I heard about PandaApp, you should have seen me lick my chops, folks, because what it does, it's going to bring us the #1 revenue stream. It's going to ask for demand for our tokens. Let me break that down. The same design team, Panda Dream 11, is doing PandaApp. The same marketing, the same design, same developers are doing our PandaApp. And guess what? It's already out there. And now let's just break down the numbers. They have over 100 million users. And out of those 100 million users, guess what? They are paying 20% of the house. With PandaApp, it's only 15% of the house. So it's a 5% savings. But I didn't think that was enough. But then when I heard that there was a tax, that withholding tax with Dream 11 of anywhere from 30 to 37%, depending on the state of India. And then I know that we're a token, and I know that we're in the British Virgin Islands. I said, wow, I got it. I didn't even have to hear it. There is no tax, folks. This is gaming. And I said, wow. So you take home, you put up $1,000, you get home $1,850 compared to $1,450. That's when I said, okay, now there's an incentive, and we're going to get them. A lot of folks come. And when we're the first world's crypto, it's not the Dream 11 for India and whatever happens in the US stays in the US with their fantasy sports, and then Europe has theirs. Well, we have one that's the world's first crypto fantasy sports publicly that already has 600,000 on the app. And this company has assured PunkPanda that they're going to be able to on-ramp 1 million folks by June the 1st or thereabouts, folks. Think about that. Sometimes in June, they're going to have 1 million enthusiasts. And guess what? Guess where they're going to have to get the tokens from? Is us, Art, Pancake, the exchange. And that's the supply and demand. That's what got me really excited. So sports fantasy is a $22 billion industry, growth at 9.5% a year. And I really believe because of our product and our Panda 11, it's even going to go faster. Play to earn and consider it as a game and skill, which allows users to make money legally right from their PC and their phone, folks. I want you to keep that in mind, folks. That is so powerful. It's just going to rock the world. It's going to take us to the next level. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now what I want to do is I'm going to talk about 2 more slides, and then I'm going to bring Ilanit on, who's been involved, and she's just new into the crypto world, and we'll hear from her shortly. But here, I really want everybody to understand the PunkPanda big data value. Folks, these companies, Zoom, Viber, Dropbox, and WhatsApp, they all have one thing in common. The valuation is over $18 billion. And at one time, Zoom was at 98. One time, Viber was 24. One time, Dropbox was 22. WhatsApp sold for 19 billion. We have a message app ourselves. Where are we? Where's our valuation? They're saying maybe 50 billion. But think about it. All these companies here had 1 million within the first year. We're going to have 1 million, I really believe, before we launch, or right around the corner. Folks, that's amazing. Where are we going to be? Where are we going to be a year from now? Marcus the other day, on Monday night, said 2025 million. Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable, unheard of. So keep that in mind as we go. And the more, I talk about community. I want you to really understand community before I talk about the actual tokenomics here. I want you to understand about community. In community, when it comes to crypto, the community is so tight. And I really believe we're bringing a community of message app, communication, and crypto together. And you bring in one family and you keep everything ethically, and we work together. It doesn't matter who brings you, what group you're in. We work together as a community, we win. So on that note, I'm going to bring Ilanit, that's just got on board maybe about a month and a half ago. I want to know her experience about PunkPanda, and what does she think of being somebody that's new into crypto and the farming? What has she seen, and are you excited? So Ilanit, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for being on the call. Thanks for being on my team. What's your thoughts?
Thank you, Frank. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I want to thank Marina Fabit, who's here with us on this call. And I want to thank her because thanks to her, I'm here. And she introduced me to a whole world of opportunity. My life has changed. I know it's in such a short time. I'm here in Los Angeles, California, but I was visiting overseas, and it was a 30-day visit that seemed like one long day because I constantly was just sharing this opportunity. And in my training that I work with, I work with a group that actually, some of them are challenged in English, and many of them are challenged in technology from through a previous different technology project that we're working on. And when I saw this opportunity and I realized, my God, this is unreal. And like Frank said, I'm new to the crypto world. I've been approached several times by several projects in crypto, and every time I just didn't want to jump into it. It scared me. And getting on these calls and listening to you, Frank, and to you, TW Dawson, and to Marcus and Albert, really warmed my heart, gave me a feeling that I'm in a safe place. I want to share with you, TW, that the message that you brought across just a few days ago, saying that one day we'll hear about the single mom who has 3 kids and a phone, and we will help her make her dream come true. So I'm not a single mom. I'm happily married. I'm a mother of 4. But I'm happy to share with you that my husband also didn't know anything about crypto. And when we go back to what Kenneth was saying about the farm, finally, I was able to convince him to open a farm of his own as well. I mean, how bad could that be that I earn 10% of everything that my husband will be depositing as well? I feel so blessed. I want to thank you guys so much for this opportunity. And it's not only for single moms, like we said. My friend William in Rwanda, who's managing an orphanage with 21 kids there. signed up. I know, I mean, I get goosebumps just thinking of how much this project is going to help him and so many other people. I work with people who've been self-employed for their entire life and don't have pension. They're in their 70s. I know that their life is going to change. I mean, I'm all sweating here because I'm so excited, and I just can't stop thinking about this. I just want to share with you two small stories. Also, I met with someone who told me that she's so technology challenged. She doesn't know anything about this. This is Chinese for her. She goes back home. The next thing I know, her 12-year-old calls me, and he wants to get on the Telegram group that I opened because I do a lot of stuff with Hebrew speaking community. And so the 12-year-old is on there helping his mom understand what this whole project is about. How cool is that? I'm not a person that would say, I have my baby's 12 years old. I would not sit and play with them online. I have no clue what this is all about, but I know how much money all his Hanukkah geld went to playing online. So when I talk to people, I ask them, you're familiar with Vegas, right? So do you want to be, let's say if Vegas is selling the Vegas tokens, do you want to be on the purchasing side of the Vegas tokens or on the mining side? And here we're lucky we get this opportunity to be on the mining side of the Vegas tokens. How cool is that? PunkPanda is amazing. My daughter is overseas. She just called me. She said, Mom, I want to invest more in my farm. She was thinking of putting her money in a CD and some institutional banking. Savings, what is it, 4-6%? Not, we don't get those percent, right? I mean, what are we talking about here in PunkPanda? This is a world of opportunity. So I'm really fired up, as you can tell. I'm so excited. I do twice a week training and presentations and for the Hebrew speaking community. And I'm just so excited. I'm just really excited. I can't wait to see what this is going to do for so many blessed people. So thank you all for for introducing me to this and for doing what you're doing. This life of opportunity is unreal. Thank you.
Thanks, Eleni. Really appreciate that, and really appreciate the enthusiasm. And you could tell she's fired up, and I love it. So TW, we heard from two people that have just gotten into the farm, never done crypto. What's your thoughts? What do you think? What's going on here? Is there something special happening? Go ahead.
Well, the first thing I thought about was the fact that in my country, USA, the value of our dollar is being deflated. It's being deflated terribly right now. And they're saying that 40%, it said 40% of the currency that is in currency right now was just generated in the last 18 months. And if you had $1 million last year, it's only worth 950,000 right now. So that's tremendous. But what if you took that money that you had, and what if you invested it in something that could scale inflation? What if you had the mindset to say, hey, look, well, we don't know how long, what the rates are going to be forever, but we do know as long as you got your money sitting somewhere in the institution, you're losing it. You're losing value right now. And that's what most places in the world. I'm just speaking specifically for the United States, and I can only imagine how it is with some of these corrupt governments in these third world underdeveloping countries. It's just terrible. But we now have control over our money. The people who control your money control you. Once we take control of our money, then we can control ourselves. And that's true freedom. And that's what we want to bring, freedom. Freedom to make the decisions of your own. Freedom to do the things that you want to do, when you want to do it, where you want to do it, and with whoever you want to do it with. And that's why I'm so excited about it. I get goosebumps as well when I hear new people, when I hear single mothers or married with 4 children, happily married 4 children, women from all over the world, all over the country that travel well and say, hey, listen, I'm so excited about the opportunity that I can offer to a person who manages an orphanage. I'm so excited about the opportunity that I can offer to someone who's in the community that has been set aside and people look down on. I am so excited to be a part of something that can bring something to the world that gives us one thing, which is hope. That's the most important thing. Without that, I don't know what we have, but we have hope. Not only do we have hope, we have action. We have leaders, we have infrastructure, we have consultants, we have advisors, we have products, we have services, and we have a plan of execution. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, young lady. This has been a pleasure. I love this. This is so amazing for me.
Super. That is so well said, guys. I'm going to run through a few more Folks, I actually have goosebumps when I hear all that, because everything TW said and Elanit said, it is for the people. And if we want change, guys, we have to be the product. We have to be the people's product. You hear me say that. And what I mean is, from hearing things from TW, what he just stated there, what Elanit said, and Kenneth just said, that's what we have here. So do something about it. Thinking that your money's safe in the bank. Well, I don't know about you guys. You've probably heard in Canada, we had like a possibility of emergency order where they locked up all our money and took it away. Think about that. Think what we're talking about. We have a decentralized system. And you know what? I always believe you always have to hedge your bets and always take care of your own backyard, folks. So I'm going to run through some more slides here. Thank you, Eleni. That was awesome. And TW. Okay, earn PunkPanda tokens. A DAO controls smart contract. It's minting new tokens every 30 minutes. You know what? It's a decentralized system here, folks. What happens, this is a people's product. Remember that. Use the app, share the tokens, share your tokens in the app and farm. In case you have not, and this is your first time on this call, I hope we're not confusing you. The app is one, I call it a prong effect, just like a fork. Think of a fork. And one is the app where you get paid for bringing in Panda Pals and using it. Then there's the farm that you can take some funds, as much as $55, I say $55 to qualify yourself. And then you get tokens every 30 minutes. But also you want to activate yourself before you share it with anybody else in your group. I want to make sure that's 100% come across okay. Talk to your inviter, then they'll explain it. Use it, share it, and own it, folks. This is amazing. You get paid to use it. It's not like the big tech giants that come out there and they make all the money. You can make all the money. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you right now, if you build the biggest group and don't have anything in the farm, you can do extremely well. Just so you know, I have one of my leaders in India generating more tokens than I am every 30 minutes. Think about it. He is running with it. Why? Because $1 in India and a lot of these third world countries will go a long, long ways. And we have an opportunity to change that. So let's go into the tokenomics here. You know, PunkPanda token, 275 million. Max supply. That's unbelievable when you really look at the size. We're going to be global. We're going to have a message app that's available to the world. Token listing is going to be PPM. We started at 10 cents October 29th. We're at $1.17 right now. And Albert, who is the CEO and did all the tokenomics, has assured me we're not going to go past $1.21. And then we're going to list on around the April the 15th at $1.50 during the pre-launch or extended launch, whatever you like to call it. And I really believe some people were here early wondering why we didn't launch in January. But it was told that, you know, from the experts that we'll talk about, that let's extend it because we're in a bear market. It's the smartest thing they've ever done. And it's given us all the opportunity to share it with our loved ones. Take this opportunity, folks. You have about 4 weeks. Share it with everyone that you know. And I'm going to share a story with you guys in a moment here. But earn, proof of stake, proof of pals, share it, and very low energy. There's a supply schedule that I'm going to go through that I think is extremely important. That got me really excited about this project. And it's like Bitcoin, there's going to be a regular halving every 2, 4, and 8 years. All right. Now, this is really important, is a mining schedule. And if you're just new to this, you're going, okay, well, what it is, it's a smart contract that can't be altered, can't be changed, that are spitting out tokens every 30 minutes. 50% go to the Panda Pals, 23% go to token holders and app. That's the app that have it. And you've got some tokens there, you're going to get some interest or staking. And the people that are in the farm, you're going to get some staking there as well, 250. And then the developing, marketing, and advertising and pushing our project forward. We have to have a healthy project. The healthier we make our project at the beginning and we build the foundation, the easier it is for the company to operate and move us to the next generation and setting this tone for the future. And it gives them lots of opportunities to bring new products our way, etc. Simply open a wallet and see fresh PPM tokens being earned every 30 minutes. No requirements. It's that simple. Zero to get involved. And it appeals to the masses, folks. Privacy, security, no censorship. You tell folks that, man, and they just absolutely start to pay attention and listen. The more Panda Pals in your circle, yourself, your friends, you invite, download the app. The more you and your Panda Pal circle and get Panda pumped, use the app, the higher the rewards are. I want to encourage everybody to absolutely use the app. Don't just, hey, I got the app and just sit on it. I have people in my group that do. Believe me, I do. What do? I send them a message every morning. One day they're going to open it, and all of a sudden it's going to go ding, 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 ding. And I don't care because I'm trying to send a message. I'm trying to send a tone. And it's easy to send a message to everybody. You just go forward and hit on every one of them. You don't have a limit of 5 like Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp. Now, really, really important, the allocations of token, 275 million. Pre-minted tokens, 65 million. In the incubator, 25 million, folks. Token pre-sale, extended sale, marketing, promo, PandaPal share, rewards, listing, liquidity pools. The founders team, 32 million. Funding contributor, 8 million, folks. That's all. We're all in a schedule, which I'm going to share with you in the next slide. That, to me, when I heard about the schedule, it just tells me this is not a pump and dump. It's going to be released, so there's stability in the token, and we're a company for a lot of years. And if you thought you're coming in here to make a quick pump and dump, this is not the company for you. It's not. 15 years. It's the clock started around November 15th, and every 30 minutes tokens will kick up. And after 15 years, it doesn't stop. It just means there's no more supply, and the value of the token will go up. Now, this is so important to schedule, folks. The schedule is so important that after the listing, thereabouts around April 15th, nobody could withdraw any. The people that got free tokens, the people that got into the farms, there's a schedule. 1% the second month, 2% the third month, and so on and so forth. It's about an 18-month schedule. Folks, talk to your inviter. They'll be able to get you this information and the pre-sale video. And this is extremely important. You know, when I heard about the project, I wanted to see if there was use case. I wanted to see if there's a utility, there's products, and an ecosystem. Then when I heard about the gaming, the DeFi, the GIFs and the stickers that we're going to be selling, the NFT, I said they have use case, they have a utility. That's an ecosystem. I was very impressed, and I thought, wow, I'm all in. Then when I heard about, you know, the actual frequently asked questions and I'm going to call it the 6 rules to protect our project and our tokens, guys. I'm going to run through this rather quickly, folks. The minting and the halving, that's all cutting down the supply. There's less supply, more demand. What happens with supply and demand? I know everybody knows that business rule. The 48-hour rule, folks, in case people are playing games and they want to do multiple and duplicate their transactions, and that gets, you know, out there, the 48-hour rule protects that, which is fantastic. So people can't manipulate and play games with that. The DeFi and the staking, people will want to keep their tokens there when they call staking, which is like interest. People will keep it there because they're getting interest. People put money in the bank because they get interest. How about getting DeFi staking, which is way better than what the banks would ever give you? The company buyback here, folks, the revenue sharing, they're going to buy from the revenue. They're going to buy 3%. Then they're going to take some of that profits and some of those focus and give it to charities. We don't know what that's all going to look like, but the token lock-in withdrawal limits for all founders, ambassador founders, contributors, pre-sale purchases, extended sale, we're all tied to this restriction and a monthly withdrawal. Absolutely, absolutely brilliant. Number 6, utility token for PPM, a utility token that is used immediately for products. We're going to be able to use it to upgrade from our free version to our paid version, folks. Think about that. For stickers, Panda Post, Panda Play, Panda Meet, Panda Vault that's coming, I am encouraging everybody. And as we use the message app, as we pay for the paid versions, we generate bigger X factors. And that's what we want. And that makes the company healthier and you and your family healthier. You know, I want to key in on a couple really, really important things that got me excited about, because everybody asked me, Frank, what got you so excited? Because I don't jump into projects with crypto. I just don't. I stay with the blue chips. Why did I go with PunkPanda? And I'm going to tell you now, because I started seeing people like Craig Tortolani. Craig Tortolani is chief strategist. He was name dropping some people that I know from early days that are famous in the crypto world, people that I've done business with, or I actually had Zoom with, are in his circle. I said, this guy's a real guy. This is not a pump and dump. This is just not a phony deal. He's putting his name to it. Why is he putting his name to it? Then when he brings Josh the Jedi, who's in the top 5 DeFi in the world, saying that we're going to be a unicorn company and put his stamp to our brand. Are you kidding me? And we're going to use the knowledge of these 2 guys and their connections and their strategy. And Crypto.com has said we could use their advertising, their design team, their marketing team at cost. Why are they doing this? Because they see that we have a utility and a use case and ecosystem. I'm trying to get that across. This is a real business, guys. And hopefully that's coming across that way. And then when you turn around and you see that there's going to be a big marketing blitz, and I believe that's happening today or tomorrow. We're hoping to hear that in our corporate update tomorrow, hopefully. So, you know, with that, you know, I want to bring TW, you know, with your knowledge and your experience as a communication guys, What's your thought about, crypto.com putting their name to it, this marketing blitz that's just going to do the crypto world? Do you not see, folks, this is about community, and that's what they're trying to drive. We've attracted some pretty big people tapping us on the shoulder. So TW, a few words, please.
Yes, please. It's amazing to have a company like crypto.com tap us on the shoulder and say, hey, look, if you do this, you do that, you do this. Not only if you do it, but here's our people to do it. All right. Then what's going to happen is there's no guarantees, but we're going to be listed on more than one exchange. We understand that. But once we get listed on a major exchange, it's lights out after that. And I don't even know if the people that don't really understand cryptocurrency understands that. Right now, cryptocurrency is the wild, wild west right now. And so some people are skeptical about going to certain decentralized exchanges and so on and so forth. But once we start getting listed on major exchanges, that gives so much validity, so much credibility to the project that it's going to be something that people just jump into automatically. And with the help of crypto.com, Craig, Josh, and the marketing team, and Frank didn't mention it, but I know he will, so I'll do it now, is that the marketing team, they decided after they looked at this project, they said, okay, we can market this. We can do this. We can put this out and create a blitz that people all over the world want to buy your token. But there's one condition. We don't want to be paid in cash. We want to be paid in PunkPanda tokens. Now, did you understand what I just said? The company that works with some of the biggest crypto projects, right, decided after looking at our project, you and I project, they rather get paid with our product. Two things. One, they believe in themselves, which just on that fact right there, they got my nod. Number two, they believe in the project because they believe if we paid them $200,000, let's just throw out a number, that they can take that and run. Or we can pay them in $200,000 value right now today of our token, which technically is not worth anything because they can't do anything with it until it's actually listed. They're willing to take the risk that this token will never go past what it is right now. But for the benefit that $200,000 in PunkPanda tokens today, in 2 years, 18 months, 6 months, will at least be double, maybe triple. They know something that we don't know because they're in the mix. They understand what they're capable of doing. They understand what this slide means. They understand what 1,500 messages on Telegram translated to. They understand what 70 plus posts and comments on Reddit translates into. They understand 200 posts on Facebook and Twitter, how that actually accumulates into value for our company. They understand that better than we do. So we need to take their lead and understand that if you haven't, invest in the farm. If you haven't, put something into it. Because guess what? If you haven't, share it. If you haven't, used it. If you haven't, tell the world about it because we're onto something really, really big. And it's just heartwarming is not a good enough word. Actually, as Mikhail said, he usually says his English is not rich enough. I use this term. My English fails me when I try to explain how exciting this is and to hear it from people outside of the community, but in the crypto community that have been successful and have made tremendous amount of accomplishments in the last 10 years. So Frank, yeah, this is very, very important. And that's something that we have to understand because if you don't really understand it now, just know that when you get the right people excited about your project, there's a future in that.
Well said, TW. And it's this advertising company is doing it because they see the value, and you came across and you did a great job trying to get across to people that there's value here. And if these people that have been advertising and marketing companies and willing to take payment with our token, wow, are you kidding? I tell you right now, if I was sitting on my hands right now with some cash, I'd be putting it in the farm. If I was sitting on a large group of community, and I don't have the funds, I would be sharing the PunkPanda app like crazy. And you know what? Don't worry for the 2.0. This period between now and Sunday or Monday next week, make your list, don't stop, jump on the farm, get going, get rolling. Now, you know what I want to do right now is just basically let everybody know that there's an incentive for us to share this. Can you believe it? Between now and the Pancake listing, there's an extended opportunity here, folks, to earn some commissions. I buy the, right now we're $1.17. The slide's a little dated, but we're going to take it up to $1.21. 100% of the commissions you could withdraw it. It takes about 24 to 48 hours in B&B, folks, or you could restake it. And a lot of people are restaking it. And look at the earnings that you can get in commissions, folks. 10%, 4%, 2%. See it there on your levels, and you can take it out right away as long as you have a BNB and BSC address. Okay, extremely important. I'm going to bring Mark Perlingstein. Mark, can you please come on and say a few words? Now, Mark is, he's grown a great little group there. He's hit that 1,000 mark, and I really think once you hit 1,000, then everything starts taking care of itself. Mark's just gotten involved with the crypto and just doing a bang up job. Just give us a short story, what you think of the project and your crypto, what you learned in crypto so far, and is your team excited?
Well, I'm very excited because this brought into my life two things that I've been really wanting to get into after 27 years in network marketing. I wanted the excitement back. I wanted the fun back again. And it's been a long time since that's been missing. And for the last few years, I've been wanting to get into cryptocurrency. But I tried, I looked, I read, I talked to people, and it was just so complicated. And when I found this, and this was just the beginning of January, so it's just a little over 2 months, we have over 1,000 people and everybody's happy, having fun. And the beauty is we took the back door into cryptocurrency. So all of a sudden we've got a farm, we've got cryptocurrency on this. And now I'm starting to understand how all this works. Frank's been a big help with that, I have to say. And so it's all there for us. Once you have it, it's so much easier to understand it. So we're pushing on to get people on the farm because we truly believe this is a huge opportunity. This thing is going to go to the moon, and we just can't be more excited. And we thank Frank and TW, Marcus and Albert and everybody and all the guys. It's just a wonderful opportunity. Don't miss this and get in while it's low. So Frank, back to you on that one.
Thank you so much. Well said, and here's my favorite, this is my favorite slide because it speaks volume, folks, and it talks about the ecosystem. And I'm just going to run through it, but I just love the image here because of you can look at it and just follow the flow. Okay. The development team gets 15%. The smart contract, you can't change it. 23% to the farm, 50% to the Panda pals. Now think of it. Then it just drops down, and you get GIFs. You get GIFs with it. Past the Panda, which is going to be a game. There's going to be staking rewards. Panda pals. You can move it into the actual exchange when it's due time. When you can, or it could slide over to the global community database. And let's just go down the Panda profits in the DeFi or the staking. You're putting the funds in there, folks, and you're generating funds from the farm. Now let's just drop down to the bottom row. This is the most important. There's a free version of everything that we do, folks. Then there's a premium version. I'm going to recommend, and I will suggest that if everybody does it and you get everybody in your team to do it, remember when the new people come in around the world, there's going to be a small percentage, but we're the foundation. With us being the foundation, you'd be absolutely crazy not to encourage yourself or your team to do the paid version, the premium version. Then you slide over to the Panda play. We talked about Panda 11, folks, and the NFT. There's going to be store. Everybody's going to need to get tokens, and especially the Panda 11. They're going to have to get the tokens from the exchange. And I really believe the release date and the release amount will be greater and greater as there's a demand and supply and demand. So the ecosystem, one thing I've always said, I'm going to put my name on a project. It has to have a utility, it has to have usage, and it has to have an ecosystem, and we have it all, and we have growth. And then you bring it in with Panda 11, that's going to bring in so many people that's going to come into our project, folks, to buy the token. And I'm sure they'll buy the app or use the app as well as we grow as well. So the numbers are just going to continue to grow from there. I do know that. What I want to do now, before I go through the roadmap, I would like to bring John Collins. I've known John Collins for a lot of years, and John Collins has been a leader. He's been around crypto. He's hearing this. He's heard a few people talk about the farm. John, what would you say to people? What would you say to your team? I know you've got a big team growing there. What would you say to your team? What would you say to anybody? What would you say to our community? Because we're one happy family, John. Let's give us a few words and wrap it up for the farm side of things. I know you're there, John. John's just trying to unmute himself, I believe. All right, John, are you there?
I don't think you made him a co-host, so he can't unmute himself.
I did make him a co-host. I'm sure he did.
There we go. Got me, guys?
Yeah, you're on. Thanks, John.
Okay, guys. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, first of all, I just want to say, Frank, you're an amazing inspiration. You know what? It's people like you that change the world. And I'm inspired every time I hear you and people on this call. It's just an amazing inspiration to see people take a hold of an opportunity like this and do something with it. Because I'm telling you, I've been an investor. I've been in crypto. I've started oil and gas companies. I've done a lot of different projects, but there's not often a project comes along that every day people can get involved in and really do tremendously well. So whenever that does, guys, you need to take notice. You really need to take notice. And the thing that I took notice about this project was two things. Okay, there's two primary things that you really need to understand. The first thing is that this is a fully encrypted app. Your messages and everything that you do on this app is 100% private. And I'm telling you, in this day and age and where we're going in the future, that alone is worth a major, major amount of peace, a major amount of wealth, a major amount of investment. The fact that we have something private that we can securely send messages is massive, guys. It's massive. In this day and age, that aspect alone makes this project worth billions. If nothing else was done on this project, that one aspect makes this thing worth billions. But the other thing I want to tell you guys about, and you already know about this and you've heard about this, but I need to emphasize this, is the token, the PunkPanda token. Why is this token so valuable? You've heard why it's valuable, okay? But let me just reframe it for you. Imagine if you could do this. Imagine if you could take $1,000, okay, the same $1,000, and you could invest it in WhatsApp when it was early. And then you took the same $1,000 again, not a different 1,000, but the same 1,000, and you put it into Zoom. And then you took the same $1,000 again and you put it in Dropbox. And then you took the same $1,000 again and you bought into the best sports online fantasy gaming platform in the world. What kind of investment would you have done? You've taken your $1,000 and you've multiplied it 4 times right away. And we know, guys, we know the value of WhatsApp. We know the value of Zoom. We know the value of Dropbox. And we know the value. We're beginning to understand the value of these sports fantasy gaming platforms. And guys, we have this all wrapped into one. So when we spend $1,000 or $10,000 or whatever you can afford to buy in here, you're buying basically 4 different opportunities to earn money, to earn capital, because that's what's wrapped up into this project. So it's imperative. I don't know, guys, you know, it's important to get out there and earn the money and earn the tokens, as many as you can. Okay. But it's also extremely important to go and buy them. And you know, this is the thing that I've found. This is the thing that I've noticed as I've been doing this. When I've shared this opportunity with people, and particularly when I share the opportunity to buy the token, you know, I've shared it with different groups of people. Some people with a lot of money and some people without any money. But there's a consistent theme that happens. I'll tell you what it is. The people with a lot of money, they come back to me, John, they say, can I invest some more? I want to invest more. Because they understand how money is made. They understand how money grows. And they understand how to build wealth with money, not your time. And you get these little guys, they put $100 in, they think, oh, I'll take a risk for $100. But I don't see them again. I don't see them again because they don't understand the value of money. They don't understand the value of how money grows and how money multiplies and how money is invested. So if anything you guys do, and when you leave this call today, I'm going to urge you to do one thing. Go back into your bank account, go back into your thing, and is there more money that you can invest? Because I'm telling you, the money you put into this project is probably going to be one of the greatest investment opportunities that will ever come across your desk, period. And I've been an investor my entire life. And I already had too much to do when I saw this project. But I could not do this project. I could not invest in this project. And guys, if you don't have a lot of money, then you need to find people that have a lot of money and earn that commission and turn that commission into your PunkPanda tokens and do it now, because this is this opportunity is not going to be around forever. Get on it and do it now. Because I'll tell you, if you don't get what's going on here, then look at the people who do. Look what the people who do, who are gaining a lot of tokens and are buying a lot of tokens, look at them. Because I'll guarantee they have a lot of wealth behind them. And that didn't happen by accident. That happened because they understood how to invest, the way to invest, and when to invest. Okay. So I'm telling you guys, this opportunity to buy these tokens, the privacy is key, but the tokens are the gem. They're the gem. You want to get as many of those tokens as you possibly can. And you can get them 3 ways. You can go earn them. And I recommend you do it. Build the biggest team as you can. You can buy them. And I recommend you buy as many as you can. And you can also get commissions by getting other people to buy them and turn around and buy them with your commissions. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse, guys. So if you want to be one of those people that are recognized as the wealthy, then do what the wealthy are doing. Do what the people that come back to me and say, John, I have this one lady, she keeps coming back and said, John, she hears a call like this. She calls me up and says, John, I want to put another 5,000 in. Well, and I look at that lady's life and I think, geez, she doesn't need any more money. She's got a ton of money already. But the reason she's got a ton of money, because she understands what to do with money. She understands the power of money and where to put it. So guys, if you don't get this, okay, and you know, you guys did a beautiful presentation today, absolutely beautiful presentation. If for some reason you didn't get it, then all you have to do is look at people like Frank, look at people that you know that are putting money in there, and look behind them. What's behind them? Who are they? And what kind of wealth have they already generated? That should say volumes to you, folks. That should say volumes to you. And if you don't get cryptocurrency, don't worry about it. And I'll tell you one thing, the thing about the token, again, you're not earning dollars, you're earning tokens, and you're earning decentralized tokens. Guys, you might not get a handle on that today, but you will. You will, as time goes by, understand the value of that. So there's so many things that are all wrapped up into this project that makes this project so absolutely beautiful. Seriously, this is absolutely a beautiful project. And as an investor and somebody who's looked for investments my entire life, rarely, and I mean this, rarely does something converge with so many aspects into one project and still provide opportunity for everybody. I don't care who you are or where you're from, you still have the same opportunity. So guys, I can't say any more than's already been said. But one thing I can do is urge you to get off this call and go buy more tokens. Get off this call and think about somebody who can buy more tokens and get them on one of these calls so they can understand. Because I'll tell you this much, if they have money, they got it for a reason, and they will understand. If you can get them in front of one of these presentations, they're going to understand why to buy the token. You don't have to sell them the token on the token. Just get them in front of these calls. Okay. These calls will sell anybody with their eyes open. Seriously. If they have money, they have their eyes open and they're looking for places to put their money. They are seriously looking for places to put their money. And I don't know of a better place than this right now. So Frank, thank you for the time to chat, and just really honored to be part of you guys and part of this team. And I just love the fact that, Alfred and Marcus are so open and transparent. And, that's a massive thing. When it comes to investment, guys, if you don't know who the leaders are and what they're about and their history, that's a big red flag. But we don't have that flag here, guys. We have people, we have directors, we have founders, we have, CEOs and executives on this team that are open and accessible, and we know their history, and they're working for us. And that's so important, guys, because you're an investor. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, we're all investors. Every one of us are investors. I don't care who you are, you're an investor. You're either investing your time or you're investing your money. You want to do both. You want to get to the point where all you have to do is invest your money, and your money works for you. That's where you want to get. You haven't arrived until you got there. Now, you're not going to stop. You're going to keep investing your money because you have to do that. But it's a whole lot more fun than investing your time. I'll tell you that. So bless you guys. Thank you for the time. And wow, tremendous team you guys got.
Super. Thank you so much, John. Really appreciate it. You know what I got out of all this? Our speakers today, I want to thank them. Kenneth, Ilanit, Mark, John, they spoke with passion, TW. You know what? We got to wrap up this call, and I just want you to put a bow on everything that was just said here. I mean, the emotions was spewing out of folks today, and I just absolutely love it because they're trying to get the message to the people and to the community. So TW, put a bow on this, and we'll stop the recording and ask questions afterwards if anybody wants to be around. But go ahead, TW. That was just amazing. Go ahead.
It is amazing. It is amazing, Cole. And what John said that was so important is that people that are successful for a reason. They're successful for a reason because they see things that the people who are not successful can't see. You have to open up your eyes. But the first thing you have to look at is you have to look at yourself. If you're in a situation that you're in because of you, nobody else, no one outside, we can blame a lot of things, but when you set your organization up, the first person in that organization is you. What do you see when you set your organization up? Because whatever you are is what you're going to duplicate throughout your organization. Are you an overcomer or are you overwhelmed? Are you a whiner or are you a warrior? Are you a winner or are you a wimp? Are you a doer or a dabbler? Are you lazy or are you a leader? And that's the question you have to ask yourself. And with that being said, I thank you guys. I love you guys. I'll be on for another 15, 20 minutes to answer any questions that you have. And I thank Frank for having me, all the leaders, John. I can't name everybody. I'm terrible with names like that, but Kenneth and the young lady and some of the other people, I appreciate your leadership. It's because of you that we are where we are right now. Thank you, guys.